This is David Patrick, Fitzstock Charts, market video update for May 22nd, 2019. We are in no trend. The NASDAQ is in a 9-day downtrend. Are you becoming frustrated? It's not easy out there. We had it so easy for so long. January, February, March, April. Printing press. That's how easy it was. I said over and over again, at some point this summer, it will not be this easy. It'll be frustrating. It'll be more difficult to trade. And that's when you give back too much of your year-to-date profits. And that's why I emphasize you have to preserve your capital and wait for the highest odds trades. Preservation of capital and year-to-date gains. Our numbers year-to-date are crazy. 196 different stocks have engaged off our ESFL. 2 of them, no scales, 20 losers. 174 winners. That's an 88% win rate. Unheard of. But we are in a trading range. We're going to get to that right now. I apologize for my voice. I'm losing my voice. I got bad allergies right now. And I'll try to do the best I can to get through this. We have 1,053 different options that have doubled. We have 30 triplers this year and 110 doublers. Some of them are up 200, 300, 400%. We actually have a few of them that are short lately. You do not have to short stocks. You do not have to day trade using 5-minute ROE. Those are supplemental trading, I don't want to say ideas, but opportunities. It's for aggressive traders only. Go back to 07, 08, my best years trading, I was short. If I wasn't short, I would have preserved capital. I would have traded the uptrends and done fine. That's all you have to do. All right, let's get into the technicals. So we have sort of a double top. Some people might say triple top. Triple tops usually don't hold. So I don't know if there's a triple top or maybe possible MA pattern forming. I don't know. The bottom line is we're in no trend. We're looking at a weekly chart. We are in what? Actually, we're in no trend on the weekly in the Dow, and we're seeing MACD bear cross. But when we flip to the daily, what do we see? Price above the 10 SMA with the MACD bull cross getting ready to happen. That is just the beginning of the conflicting indicators we have right now. When we have that many conflicting indicators, why are we being aggressive? The best thing to do is to preserve your capital, preserve your year-to-date gains. If you're aggressive, take your 5-minute rules of engagement on the ES, the S&P 500 futures. Or you can trade the ESFL lightly, half trading size max. We had Coop and Cyber engaged today, and you had to scale. You had to scale fast. We're in no trend. The probabilities are not as good in no trend. We've talked about this over and over again. If we're betting 90% in uptrends, we might bet 70 in no trends. We might bet 60 in downtrends. Why have those trading odds if we know the best odds are in uptrends? Be patient and wait. Where do I think this market's going, and what is our historical chart pattern comparison we're using right now? We're using none. We don't have a good one right now. We have to wait till we get out of this trading range. Let's look at the range right now. And by the way, I'm not predicting a range. I'm just saying right now we're in a trading range until we're not. And if we were going to look at historical chart pattern comparisons to what we just saw, a death cross, a golden cross, and then sideways movement, most of them call for, excuse me, I'm not quick on the pause in this video. Most of them are calling for sideways action. That's what we're seeing. What is MACD doing? MACD is sideways to down. What's price doing? Sideways to down. When we pull up the SPX, yes, we can go to 2,900. We can go up to 2,950. That's the upper end of the trading range. So this is very difficult. This is a wedge pattern. It's in a trading range, and you have conflicting indicators. I'm going to fly through a lot of this stuff because I'm not feeling really great, but I want to make sure we're all on the same page on what we're doing. NASDAQ, same thing. We have a wedge, and we look like a trading range on the NASDAQ also. Oil futures above the 200 SMA, below the 50, below the 10, MACD's flat. Do you see a trading edge there? I don't. XLE, the oil sector, flat, MACD's flat. No trading edge there. Now, we did see the financials lead the other day, And this is the big megaphone we've been talking about. Where are they in the megaphone? Pretty close to the middle. What's MACD doing? Bearish. What's price doing? Bullish. Conflicting indicators again? Yes. Do we want to trade when there's conflicting indicators? No. IBB continues to drift lower. Does not look good. IWM trading range for 3 going on 4 months. So that doesn't necessarily mean it's bearish. It just means we're digesting huge price movement. We do still have a possible head and shoulders or maybe an MA top on transports. We don't know yet. We do know we're back below the 10 SMA. MACD's heading lower. And price is all over the map. We looked at Dow Jones. Let's look at gold real fast. Gold all over the map. You know I'm bullish on bonds, and I do think bonds will eventually break to new highs. Let's fly through the rest of those charts. Apple, bear flag below the 10 SMA, below the 50 SMA, below the 200 SMA. MACD's bearish. It's a bearish pattern. Apple goes lower until it doesn't. Amazon, holding this wedge pattern right at critical support, the 50 SMA. That's going to need to hold. If it doesn't hold, the NASDAQ's going to get heavy again. Netflix had a huge rip yesterday, huge rip today. It's coming back down. It's right in the middle of the megaphone. Do we have a trading edge in the middle of a megaphone? Not really. MACD's heading up. Price is bullish above the 10 SMA. We're right in the middle of a trading range. Very difficult trade, unless you're day trading it. Tesla continues on a bear flag lower. Facebook, bullish consolidation or above rising moving averages. Google, no man's land. AMD, Texas Instruments. Come on, David. I'm going to get through this. Texas Instruments, Intel, it's all the same. Intel actually continues to look bearish almost every day. Avgo, OLED. Avgo does not look good. OLED, it looks flat. Doesn't look like a great trade. Light looks bearish. Xilinx continues to look bearish, but it did hold the 200 SMA. So props to the bulls for holding on to that. Microsoft, there's really nothing going on. We just have flat price movement. Adobe might be seeing new highs soon. There is some relative strength we saw with Coop and Cyber. So there are some stocks that still look good. Now still looks good. Let's see here. Splunk grinding really to no man's land. Twitter actually looks decent. MACD's curling up, breaking a downtrend line, could be setting up. What's Snap doing? Roku, patience pays. This one continues to grind higher. That was our number one trade setup. A bull flag to new highs with MACD. So if you were underperforming year to date, that's the trade setup you wait for and you hammer it. FFIV, nothing. Box, Shop. Shop looks really good. That one really has paid us this year. Really tough to add because we're in no trend, but VMW still looks good. YY, NTES, Cena, WB. These China stocks just don't look good. And yeah, Baidu, that's another bear flag at a 52-week low. That's not a good sign. JP Morgan, the banks, they look flat. They're in the middle of really nowhere. Citigroup, BlackRock. Let's look at exchange stocks. CME continues to look bullish. ICE, CBOE, grinding really to no man's land here. Let's flip to oil, see what we got. COP. Yeah, that's a bull flag. Moving 200 and the 50 are moving down. Is that a great trade? No. PSX. No. Exxon, CVX, these have been dead for a while, and I just don't see a great trade there. Cannabis doing anything? Not so much. Kronos actually looks pretty decent. That's a break of a downtrend line. MACD's bullish. This one actually looks like it can get to 18, 19, maybe 20 bucks. CGC, same thing. It's a break of a downtrend line. Those two actually look decent. And some of those like VMW's, Coops Nows look decent too. So, I mean, if we're looking for long setups, slim pickings out there, but there are some. Las Vegas and the casinos still do not look good. And they look like they might be in trouble to grind even lower. The IBB sector, Amgen, Guild, I just don't see a trading edge here, REGN. And when these stocks have momentum, we obviously know we get paid. A lot of these stocks were on ESFL in the 90% club many times this year and in the past. So what's CMG doing? It's sort of just drifting. UBNT, Twillo, grinding. So, basically we talked about Coop, Now, VMW, I think Vive, let me see, did we look at Vive? Yeah, those 4 stocks look good if we're looking for long candidates. Cannabis looks pretty decent. IQ, that one looks like it wants to keep going lower. Let's finish with Lyft. And yes, if it's not an ESFL 5672, you can take this long. Did it new lows without MACD, and this is price strength confirmation, a higher high after a lower low without MACD. So this might be on the ESFL. If it's not, you know what price we're looking for. And we look at Uber, it's still in this wedge pattern, so it might come down here, break the wedge before going higher. We'll keep an eye on it. Lyft actually looks better right now. So once again, I apologize for the short video. I'm just not feeling real great, but I do want to go over the current market conditions, our stocks, see what we're looking at. I'm not doing much. You know, I'm on all cash, my retirement account, my investment account, my swing long account. When am I all cash? All cash from up here. I went all cash back in there, right? I trade the trends. We're no trend and downtrends for 16 days of trading, and I've preserved capital. I don't think we have a trading edge right now. I'll continue to use 5-minute rules of engagement. I tried putting some spider calls on with the ES profits the other day. It didn't work. And I'm going to continue to do that. I'll trade my 5-minute rules of engagement. I'll try to flip it into, the profits only into spider calls. See if I can get a runner on. I don't know if the market's going up or down right now. But I'm going to take my day trades and I'm going to roll profits and see if it can turn into some kind of swing position if we do ever go into an uptrend. Right now, no signs of an uptrend. No signs of a downtrend really either on the S&P. It's just flat, dull trading. What does that do? It steals your money. I don't want it to steal my money. That's why I'm sitting in cash, preserving huge year-to-date gains. That's all I got for you on the market video update. Have a great day.